This is a custom design that I completed myself as a hobby project to provide a mountable printed circuit board PCB for a round OLED display. Let's start off with the first question. What is a PCB design tool? A PCB design tool is a tool that allows the user to design electronic printed circuit boards. CircuitMaker is a very powerful tool by Altium that leverages both a 2D working environment and a very good 3D environment. A PCB design tool is also required not only to plan, design, and optimize the electronic circuits, but also to create the digital blueprints for manufacturing, also known as Gerber files. Now, due to the time limitation of this assessment, we want to focus only on specific elements here of this application. We want to import a custom PCB outline from a DXF file. So let's jump right ahead into the demo. First of all, we need to launch the application CircuitMaker. CircuitMaker is leveraging a lot of cloud technology from their Altium 360 product. That includes the projects. They are all hosted on the cloud, kind of like a repo GitHub style of collaborative working and version control. And also their component library is cloud-based, where every user of CircuitMaker has access to the same library that is shared across the community. Just to save some time, created an empty project, OLED PCB update, added a schematics file, that's the 2D design file, and the PCB, that's the 3D design file. On the left side, you have your projects overview. Now we have two different projects opened. We have two main schematics here for this relatively simple design. The third file is the PCB design file. Just double clicking it opens it up as well. Now inside the design file, you see a multi-layer view from a top-down perspective. There are different layers, the bottom layer, the top layer, and all the other layers that we're not going to go into right now. You see here the outline of the PCB. Now, when I press the key 3 on my keyboard, I enter a 3D view in which we can look at the design in a 3-dimensional view. And here we see that we have a very custom PCB shape, 3 holes on the outside, the connector, the main connector on the bottom for the I/O, and the very intricate small connector here in the middle for the PCB. And there's a recess in the PCB that allows the wire to be bent around without getting damaged. What we want to focus on today is how do we create a custom PCB. Now I press the 2 key on my keyboard, which makes me go back to the overview, the 2-dimensional design view. So let's switch to the other project, which is the OLED PCB update project. In here, we want to import a DXF file. So we go to File, Import. We're going to select the OLED round outline.dxf file. The user interface is going to ask us some questions. First, we say the scale is millimeters, and we can validate this, that the design is about 54 by 53 millimeters, so that is correct. We confirm by hitting OK. A new file is generated, which has the name of the DXF file. And in here we have the outline. We have to select the outline. Zooming in works by clicking the mouse wheel and moving your mouse up and down. Right click pans the area, and left click selects. Now by holding shift, I want to deselect the circles. Holding shift, clicking the line deselects the circle, and the same here. So now we've selected purely the outline geometry of the board. Now to apply this, we go up into the Home tab, Board Shape, drop-down menu, and Define from Selected Objects. With that, we redefine the PCB's outline, and if we now check via the 3-dimensional view, we see that the PCB is now actually that specific shape. So, demo is completed, and here's a quick demonstration photo that I took and prepared showing the PCB design with the OLED display attached to it, everything sorted up, connected to an ESP microcontroller, and displaying the crossover icon as a proof of work for the functioning PCB design. CircuitMaker is an excellent tool for the Maker community. It is free to use. You have your cloud-based libraries with an easy integration for all users. The second real benefit of this application is the professional PCB design technology and engine behind CircuitMaker, as it is shared with Altium 360 and Altium's PCB design tool from the professional environment. Thank you for watching, and I hope I could interest you for the CircuitMaker PCB design tool.